Okay, Dennys, we're here in Lucho's place.
Yes, this is called Mendoza Orchids. It's a greenhouse in Yambararo, which is a little barrio up above the town of Vilcabamba. Lucho's been collecting and growing and exporting orchids for probably 15 years. He has a permit from the government to grow the plants and propagate the plants and export the plants. So right now we're just kind of looking at these plants that Lucho's been growing for, like I said, 15 to 20 years. Most of them are miniatures because Lucho and his father, Lucho's father, Hartman Mendoza, between the two of them and one of Lucho's brothers, they've discovered probably 25 new orchid species that were never known. So a lot of those orchids were named after Lucho and his father. Their last name is Mendoza. So in other words, when they discover a new orchid species, it's called Mendoza, the species name. So there's a Lepanthes Mendoza, a Masdevallia Mendoza, and on and on. He's got probably 10 different orchid genus named Mendoza. So
can we see some?
yeah, I don't know if any of the ones named after him are in bloom, but I can show you the plants.
All right.
Even though they're not in bloom. This one, Lucho has spent a lot of time in other South American countries like Colombia, Bolivia, Peru, and so he's discovered things also not only in Ecuador but also in these other South American countries. There's one plant over here. The most recently discovered species by Lucho was a plant that he found only three plants all on one branch or trunk of a tree, and one of them is in the United States, and this is the other one. One of them has died, but this is called Asianthera Mendoza, and it has beautiful bright orange flowers, and these are the only three plants known in the world. Lucho can't remember where he got them, and it was somewhere out in the boonies of Bolivia. So
Very strange looking plants, huh?
oh yeah.
Wow. For someone like me
Yeah.
who doesn't know much about it.
Yeah, a lot of these are really valuable. Some of these plants are worth, just for small pieces, close to $1,000. Like a lot of these plants here, these are Lucho's stud plants. In other words, these are the ones he uses to reproduce the plants that are the most valuable and also to make hybrids with. So some of these plants, that's why you see a gate here with a lock, because people that know how valuable they are, they need to be protected. But there are a lot more valuable plants out here as well. I could show you. This bench here, I thought
Wait.
was nice there.
I've never seen such a plant.
Here.
My God.
There's a spider orchid there, they call that. That's native to Ecuador. This is a native orchid to Ecuador. They call this the Flor de Cristo, the flower of Christ, and the reason they do that is because the middle of the flower is shaped like a cross. I don't know if you'll catch that, but
Yeah.
you can see that right now.
¿Qué dice?
There are a couple really interesting things in bloom here. This one is called Masdevallia hirtzi. This was discovered by a German man that lives in Quito, Alex Hirtz. This was discovered about 10 years ago in the Zamora province. And oh, this is named after me. I discovered this. This is called Phragmipedium delisandroi. And it was almost extinct in the wild, but there's a new area that was discovered about 3 years ago where there's more of them now. On all the ones from other countries.
How many species of
At least 500 different species from Ecuador here.
Wow.
No es cierto, Lucho, debe haber unos 500 especies diferentes aquí.
750.
750. 750 different orchid species here. Most of them are miniatures, though. Okay?
Wow. Nice one.
Like, yeah, look at this miniature. You want to try to film how small they are now?
Attends, let's see.
I don't know if that's...
Oh my god. It's like a bonsai, but in orchids.
Yeah, they'll never
right?
get bigger than that. This is their natural size. This one was named after Lucho's father. His first name was Hartman, and this is called Masdevallia hartmanni. His father, Lucho's father, was killed in a bus accident, and he was taking these plants to a taxonomist because he thought they were a new species. Well, he died, but Lucho knew where his father found these, and so he went back and recollected them, and then years later they finally got to a taxonomist, and because there was already a Masdevallia named Mendoza, his father had discovered one Masdevallia years before in 1980. It was named Masdevallia Mendoza. So in honor of him again, being that he had been killed actually, they named this after his first name, so it's called Masdevallia hartmanni. It's kind of among orchid people, it's a really famous. Both of the Masdevallia Mendoza and the Masdevallia hartmanni are very well known all over the world. So here's some other miniatures here. That's a Barbacella. This is called Dracula Felix.
Yeah. Looks like a face.
It looks like a face, yeah.
And around the world there is a lot of collectors about these type of orchids? Miniatures?
Yes, there are.
Yeah?
People come here to see Lucho from all over Europe, Germany, Poland, Amsterdam, Denmark, England. People, well-known orchid people from all over the world have been to Lucho's, and they always ask Lucho to guide them into the forest to look at orchids. So, yeah, he's quite well-known, and he's been to Europe many times to orchid shows as well. So. Bye.